Let's close these. And we'll do. All right, I think we're all set up. All right. Man, what a dump, huh? So earlier I saw an announcement that there's going to be an announcement on an international cryptocurrency enforcement action by the Department of Justice, which is pretty interesting, being that this is obviously national and they're making an announcement on an international policy. So I'll be curious to see what comes of this. For me personally, like when I see that announcement come out, the very first thing that comes to my mind, the announcement comes out like right here, and what is all this? People reacting to the news. Well, in my opinion, it's more likely that like that the announcement for that news was probably already to some degree being priced in, right? It's something that's been worked on for a while. They didn't just come up with something this morning and say, oh my God, let's make an announcement today. This was a great idea. We came up with it a couple hours ago. No, I'm sure this is something that's been in the works for some time. So I think it would be sort of foolish to assume that the announcement of this news is information to people all around the world. I'm sure there are people who knew about this well before we did. What's up, my guy? Um, just talking about this Department of Justice announcement for enforcement action on cryptocurrency. I doubt we're the first people to, find out about it. So my point being is that the news is announced here. This is all of retail shorting, assuming it's going to be bad. I'm sure it won't be good. My hope is that this news brings it down here into this zone and gives us a long opportunity, right? Sort of a buy the rumor, sell the news. It's the opposite. Sell the rumor, buy the news. This is selling the rumor, and when we get down to this zone, let's buy the news, right? Because whatever it is, like I said, I'm sure we're the last people to know about it. So just for like a brief little educational purposes, I just want to kind of go over what we're looking at here. For the longest time, I've had this plan that we were, we had this high, took it out here, took it out here, took it out here, and this high took out all these ones. Okay, cool. So what does that mean? That we have one high to be taken out right there. Okay. So there's one high to be taken out here. And this one just happened this morning. Now on the downside, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, now we have 3, right? Because we had that one taken out and that one taken out. Okay. So when you see that happening, right, where the highs are constantly being taken out one after another, you would expect some degree of a sweep of the lows, take out all of these lows here for then possible continuation to the upside, right? So all of these people that have been FOMOing in, all of these late longers in here, they get wrecked, right? These are where their liquidations are, their stop losses, right? They put their stop losses below here. They get taken out, and then we have the move up, right? So that's what my thought process has been on this, and so far it is playing out here, right? We had the stairs up, we're taking the escalator down, and it looks good. We can see that we're bouncing right at the midline, which is also now the point of control of this range here. So yeah, I'm definitely, I'm still looking for lower. Could we have maybe a little bit of consolidation or whatever here? Sure, but I still want to take out these equal lows here and then maybe see something like that where we can get a move up. I do not have limit order set. I'm not doing limit orders with how volatile things are and how unpredictable they can be. Instead, I'm doing market orders. Okay, so if I see a dump here and we see a bounce and we reclaim this area, I'll enter here or here. I'm not gonna try to knife catch because there is a possibility that what happens, we come here and we just dump some more, right? And then we come here and we dump more. And I'm not saying that that is what's going to happen, but what I'm saying is that it's possible, right? It's on the table. I do see reason for. Oh man, see, this is another one. This is another great short. Look at that. It's going to take out all of these lows. And for me, like a back test of this, I would consider maybe doing something here. But so anyway, I'm not doing limit orders, right? I want to see some confirmation. I want to see price stop, find support, flip support and kind of go from there. I do have some confluence at 19,800. I have some confluence at 19,600. And then, of course, this is like my key zone. So those are my areas that I'm watching. In the event that this area is lost, I'll look here. In the event that's lost, I'll look here. But I'm very confident that we'll at least get a scalp off of taking out these lows here. So the moment price does something like this, if not a little bit lower, I do think that we'll see at least some degree of a retracement to the upside, maybe to the midline at the very least, for a take profit, and then either it'll continue down or we can have our move up. So that's kind of my thought process with this. And oftentimes there's one more thing I want to share with you guys before we move on to some more analysis here. Oftentimes people will see this formation and they'll say, "Oh, that's a bull flag." This is not a bull flag. Okay, and I'll show you what is a bull flag and then I'll explain why it's not. When you get a move up like this, you would want sideways consolidation or the best kind of bear flag is downwards consolidation, right? Where you have sort of a downwards move. And in this case, we have upwards consolidation. So going back to what I originally said, how, right when I started the live stream, I had basically said, look, we only have one high to take out because we've been taking out all the highs. But look at all of these lows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lows that had to be taken out at the time, right? And now we've started doing them. The same can be said, and that's why this is a better bear flag here, or I'm sorry, a better bull flag. Because if you have this formation where you go like this, you took out this low, you took out this low, and now you only have this one. But what do you have to do? You have to take out this high, and this high. So you can expect a pump, hopefully, then through. Right? So this is the best kind of a bear flag, is where you have consolidation down. Sideways consolidation is also fine, right? And typically with sideways consolidation, before a breakout, you'd probably see a fake out and then the breakout, because then you could take out these lows and then take out these lows. So you wreck everyone, right? And in this case here, this, like I said, isn't a bull flag at all. In fact, this is more of a bearish formation where you would expect at the very least to take out the lows and then maybe continuation to the upside if it does find support. Or otherwise, you'll do sort of this famous, it's like a Bart Simpson formation, because it looks like Bart's head, and that's basically where price, goes like this. Oops. Price goes like this and then comes down, like a Bart's head formation from The Simpsons. I personally don't think that this is a Bart. I don't think that we're gonna just go like this and come back down. I would be very stunned if this were to happen. I do think that we will find support, somewhere in here, most preferably up in here, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking at here. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask. but that is what I'm looking to trade right now. I would have preferred to have tapped this weekly up here. So at the very least, it's a tapped level, and we didn't even reach that, which isn't really a great sign to me. But nonetheless, we're in a range, so let's continue to trade the range, right? And what that means is, we've swept the highs. Let's come down, sweep the lows, and take profit at the midline, and then come back up and continue to range until there's some degree of a breakout is ultimately what I'm looking to do. My most ideal scenario would be, we come down, we come back, we back test, hit the midline, we take profit here, we can ladder in more here, and then we see, continuation to the upside somewhere in this zone here. For me, this would be, this would be ideal, I think, like to do something like this, sweep the lows, come up, and then have continuation to the upside, pending this news or whatever might be coming out here, unless it's really bad. I truly believe that whatever this is, whatever this announcement's going to be, I really do think that it's not. I'm probably going to buy the dip on it, because this is retail shorting based on the news. They're selling the rumor. Guess what? I'm going to buy the news, and maybe we'll have continuation to the upside. So, all right, if you guys have any questions on that, feel free to ask. Otherwise, I'm going to dive into I'm going to dive into some I'm going to update my LTC chart. I really wanted to short LTC here. And I held off from doing it because I didn't necessarily have a plan. I hadn't updated it in quite some time, and obviously I'm pretty bummed out that I didn't do it, right? Given the dump that we're seeing here, and at the very least, I mean, I could totally see us filling this gap here, a move down to here before finding support and then having possible continuation to the upside. So I am going to set an alert on this monthly level. If we tap it, I would consider a long at the very least back up to, the top of our channel here. So yeah, let's just do a little bit of analysis on here. And take a look at what we have for Litecoin. Yeah, gosh, this is awesome. I'm loving this dump right now. Hopefully we get continuation. That would be just so prime. It would be even better if we had it during the live stream, because then we can watch it and look over an entry. Okay. So first things first, let's hop on the daily time frame. We're going to start closing some stuff, and we will dive in and take a look at what we have. Sushi, I think you were around for the, or I know you were. I don't know if you saw me talk about it, but there was some time ago where when sushi was, it was right here. They had tokenomics issues, and I was longing this zone for like a deviation trade, and we never got it. And with like all their tokenomics and XYZ or whatever, I decided that I wasn't going to trade it anymore, because I don't want to trade an asset that's not going to be based on the charts and it's more based on news. Obviously there was a good long trade here, and I know that this is like, again, when their tokenomics came out and they figured it out and it got solved or whatever. So of course it had this like massive pump to the upside. No, I know you are. I know you're from the Discord. I'm never sure who like remembers or catches certain trades. So I just don't know if you saw me on that one, but yeah, I was I just why would I put myself through the trouble of trading something that like has that other effect when I have like, you know, a coin like Litecoin that is just as volatile. It's a, you know, a great asset to trade, very volatile, but it's based on the charts, and I don't have to like, you know, I don't have to wonder, you know, what news is going to come out or something like that, right? So that's sort of my opinion on it. I don't want to trade it anymore. I just don't see the there's not like a good, I don't see a good like RR for me to continue trading it, um just simply based on that. Oh, you did? Yeah. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you don't lose too much. Um all right, cool. Well, yeah, we'll dive in. God, yeah, this is just money. If we lose this point of control in the midline, we lose the value area here, we're going to go for the low. I'm curious to see what time is it. So that announcement comes out in 45 minutes. I'm actually going to set an alert, and we're going to do a pause on our we're going to pause. Hey Siri, set an alarm for 10:55. And when that when that starts to come out, when this news or whatever starts to come out, we'll put it on. We'll take a look. We'll watch price action and kind of see what happens. I'll be curious to watch it. But in the meantime, yeah, we'll do some analysis on LTC. All right, let's see all of what we got here. Okay. Oh man, you know what is really scary about LTC right now? I forgot I had this. Is this like perfect cipher harmonic? If crypto goes nuclear, yeah, this harmonic would have, and I posted a video about this like weeks ago, and of course, like saying that Litecoin's gonna go to like $55 sounds absolutely insane right now. But if this harmonic were to play out, God, that'd be so money. I would long the absolute life out of this zone here. Um, so I'll be curious to see what happens there. Okay. So, God, why does this all keep moving around on me? Yeah, this was the plan. Followed it up until here. Get rid of that. Don't need that. That's a key trend line. That played out. Close that. This is important. Close that. The key support zone. I'm gonna get rid of that. I like this one. This pitch fan I don't really need. This channel I like. Alright. Let's go on to a monthly. Take a look at our previous month levels. So these do have to be updated. We have our monthly open. Previous month high, previous month low. Go to our weekly. God, it's just still dumping. Let's go. This is awesome. We're about to hit my take profit 2 down here at 23.50. This is sweet. It's cool this is happening during a live stream. It's not often we'll get some volatility during a live stream, right? All right, so we'll go like this. Previous month high. Ooh. Oh God. Oh my God. It is plummeting. Holy shit. What time is it? Oh man, this might actually be a buy the news event. Holy shit. I was pretty hesitant because I thought to myself, what are the odds that we can make it from here all the way down to here within the hour, because it's, well, here it's 10:22, so it's in about 40 minutes. It's looking pretty good. The odds are looking good. I like it. I like the odds. Yeah, if we get down to here and bottom like as it's starting, I very well might open a long. Yeah, that very well might be a thing. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. All right, so just gonna get this open here. Just in case I have to act. All right, cool. All right, so weekly levels. We have our previous week high, previous week low, which we're going to take, in my opinion. So I will keep that open. Let's go to a 4-hour time frame. Yeah, I'm fairly confident that if this dump continues, I would expect us to take this low. Yeah, it looks good. I wonder what the get into this here. So I'm gonna close previous week high. I'm gonna keep the weekly open for now. I'm gonna get rid of the weekly open for now. Let's look at new levels. Do we have any new monthly? We did have that one, which is also the previous week low, so we won't do anything there. We have a new weekly level, it looks like. Let me see if I put that in here. I did. So this is an SR level. This is a previous weekly level. I'm going to hide that. Actually, I'm not really going to use a lot of these. I do want the untapped level in there though. Yes, all right. Monthly. All right, let's go down to a daily time frame. So we have an untapped daily here, and that's it. And down here, which is irrelevant. So I have this daily here. Throw this in the daily chart. Okay, so for this here, we were trading. Let's just take a look at what we got here. Get rid of that. There's a key trend line here that I want to include. Yeah, that's the one. I want to have this one on my charts right now. This one. Oops. I want to run this one here because it'll be relevant soon. Yeah, I like that one a lot. It's a great trend line there. I wonder if just go back further. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good trend line. All right, and I know we were trading a channel. Okay, so this is that channel that we were trading. Let's take a look at the macro channel. Yeah, that's huge. We're not even going to get into that yet. Yeah, so this local channel, we're back testing that channel right now. Back testing the channel, holding here. Yep. Let's see what the got our channel there. We'll get into these in a minute. What is this? This is not important anymore. We'll get into these fibs in a minute. It's the 0.25, yeah. Let's do a fixed range pull. I bet I have one. Nope. 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 Okay. Let's do a fixed range pull of this range. 70 is the value area high. Let's do this once. Let's exclude all of this and just do the stuff. 62. Yeah, I would say a pit stop here. Pit stop here is likely. If we continue down. Let's see where our fibs are. Is down here. Let's not do the whole spectrum actually. Let's do this. Yeah, this zone for me, if we even get it, this zone in my opinion is pretty interesting, and I would consider looking for longs there. I would consider it. At least for a back test of the channel here. All right, let's see where the rest is. 0.5. 618 and the 66. This is an SR flip zone, which is interesting. Yeah, this is an SR flip zone, so that's interesting. No, I won't switch to Twitch. I use YouTube. I don't see the reason for me to have like several different you know, several different things for people to watch. So YouTube's worked really well. People seem to like it. So probably just stick with that. All right, so I really like this as an SR flip zone. We do have our daily here. If we were to continue down, I would expect, you know, some kind of a bounce at least to here. A reclaim would be then continuation to the upside. A rejection, and we'd probably go down to, you know, this zone here. Is what I'm seeing. I would see some kind of a move like this if we were to continue down. If this is it, you know, then this is a fine sweep and this is a good back test of the channel. You know, this is an upper, this has been resistance for a really long time. You can see it was resistance here, resistance here. We broke through it here, and now this could very well be the back test. And, you know, on a back test like that, if we don't go lower based on this news coming out here, like I said, I liken it to a by the news event. So whatever happens, once it starts dumping or whatever, once we get to, you know, some degree of a bottom or whatever, I do like it would be great to see, you know, BTC get into this zone and LTC to get into, you know, this zone here. Right around the same time. That would be great. Otherwise, if LTC holds this level, then like I said, this looks like a really nice back test for a move higher. You know, and there could possibly be a long opportunity with like your stop loss here, and you know, you long for higher levels. I'm a little less keen on that. I do want to see a little bit more confirmation and, you know, kind of keep an eye on the daily and stuff here, but you know, for now, I think it's good. I think that this could be a potential back test of the range. Like I said, I would prefer lower, but we'll wait and we'll keep an eye on it and see what happens here. We also have a monthly level here that we just blew right through, so to back test that monthly level I think would be really nice as well. Let's take a look at where we have some fair value gaps and some fair value gaps and order blocks. See which ones have been filled and which have not. What is this trend line? Yeah, and here's another thing too. This one I've really liked is this channel. If you've been trading or following this channel, you've been just constantly winning. So unfortunately for me, I caught onto this one too late because I typically have most of my focus on BTC, but you can see here deviate down from the range, come back up again, and then, you know, from there we've been simply trading the range, and now we're coming back like this. And you know, if we were to, let's say, come down or whatever in range here and come to this point as a back test, maybe we, you know, look lower, or maybe it just goes sideways like this, come up, and then we look lower once again. So, you know, whatever happens, I think that if you don't have this channel on your charts, you should put it on your chart for LTC if you don't already. I do think that with some added confluence, there could be a lot of good trades to take off of this channel for confluence. Okay, so let's get back on the daily. Let's see if what we have for fair value gaps and order blocks. Okay, this I like more. So we have an H12, oops. We have an H12 OB here and a gap right above it. So I do like that. That is a good look. I'd be curious to see what about the 4-hour. 4-hour OB is a little bit bigger, but I don't like it as much. We still have this fair value gap here. This was an OB that was pushed right through. Could we bounce off of that OB? Push through, typically come down, back test it. Would have confluence there. I'll add it. I'm not crazy about it, but I'll put it on there. You know what? I probably already have it too. Okay, I think that's good. Maybe check the 1 hour for shits, but yeah. Okay, we're gonna hide this. Let's throw this. This is a H12, I think. H12 FEG. Let's just take a look here, see if we. Holy shit. Oh man, I'm really starting to think this harmonic's gonna come to life. So this is a weekly order block that has been now filled. Or not order block, I'm sorry, a fair value gap that's been filled. This weekly fair value gap got filled nearly to the dollar. That's pretty much where we stopped, to the penny, I should say. Which was also a daily OB that got filled. Or I'm sorry, fair value gap. So we have all those things that are now filled. Oh man. The reason that that's very interesting to me, the reason why I'm kind of making a big deal out of that is because, you know, when you have this weekly fair value gap that finally gets filled, also, we can even just go with the daily fair value gap that's up here that got filled. It was resistance here, right? We came up, we filled it here, and now we're seeing a rejection down. Add that along with this cipher harmonic, and things start to look very interesting. Right, this added with the cipher harmonic is very, very interesting to me. I'm not like crazy about assuming that LDC is totally gonna nuke, because I mean, if you think about it, let's just take a look here. For LTC to do a 32% drop, I mean, you would imagine BTC would at the very least, you know, have to do, I don't know, say at least half that, you know, back down to like the 1800 zone maybe, and that's if LTC didn't gain on it, which this is, like I talked about in our last live stream, this is what everybody wants, right, is a move down to here so they can long. So it'd be really interesting if we did get that very obvious move that everybody wants to have so they can long BTC, which would also make this cipher harmonic come to fruition. I still have a really hard time believing it. I'm going to wait for some daily closes and maybe a back test of the channel here, and then maybe I'll look at some shorts, but yeah, this is very interesting, like the confluence that's adding up here, that we've filled that, and now that we're seeing some degree of a rejection, and it lines up well with this our harmonic here, which for those of you that don't know much about harmonics. They're extremely technical patterns that have a lot of rules that go into making them valid. So when you do see one start to play out very closely or very well, it's a very significant sign, in my opinion, just because they're difficult to have made, right? It's difficult to find those patterns and have them work out well. So something to keep in mind, and to be, careful with longs to a point. So we have this OB here. We have our fair value gap just right above it, our H12. This also falls in line with a believe the 0.5 is what it is, which has been a very popular fib as of late. So that falls right in line with the 0.5 fib. For me, let's put these in here. Let's take a look at our X's. One here. Here. And one here. This one was taken out. This one was taken out. This one was taken out. And this one we will shift over here. I want to take a look at values to the upside quickly here too, and just see. Yeah, I would say right off the bat, like this would be my. Do I have that on my daily chart actually? There it is. This would probably be my next target in the event that we do have continuation to the upside. But right now, yeah, right now this is this is my favorite plan as of now. Get down to this zone, have some degree of a bounce, back test here, either go down or reclaim for then continuation to the upside. Right now, with the amount of confluence I have, especially with that harmonic, like, man, if we actually did see a greater retracement, that would be just like icing on the cake, right? But looking at like how significant this move was here and the amount of positive delta and volume that was put into this, I don't think that we're going to see like a whole massive retracement to the downside. Okay. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens here. If we find support here, great, we'll look for a long. If we start to just continue to lose levels, then we'll reevaluate. Same thing goes here. If we get to this zone and it looks good, or even here, if we manage to hold and it looks good, then we can look for a long. If we continue to lose levels, then we'll just have to be patient and wait. There's no reason to knife catch or rush into some kind of a trade. So this is my plan on LTC. With BTC, I've reviewed my plan many times. Come down here, get a move up. If we don't get it, we'll look for continuation to the downside. And then I know that someone asked about FTM. How do you safely manage trades on high leverage? The more leverage, the tighter stop loss needs to be. You just don't understand how you can manage a 1% move, potentially going the opposite direction being 50%. I see a lot of traders on 50x. Well, yeah, you see a lot of traders on 50x, but also 95% of traders, lose all of their money within the first year of trading. High leverage is a very big reason as to why people don't win their trades and they don't, properly manage their stop losses. You know, and sometimes it's not irresponsible to have like a wide stop loss. You know, when I was looking for, you know, shorting this zone here, I had my stop loss kind of right up in here, right? And as I'm looking for, you know, longs in here, I'm looking to have my stop loss here. But there are times, and that's tight, right? And I wait for my entry. I wasn't shorting in here. I waited to short these wicks, right? In this zone. I wanted to short above with this because my invalidation was if we were to go above the weekly level, right? So that was my invalidation there. But there have been times like, there are times when, you know, you work in a short position where, you know, I see this move and then I see this move. Well, I was working into a short position here with my, you know, stop loss up here. And, you know, at that point, like I had a pretty wide stop and I was targeting, you know, these lows here, which we actually never got. And thankfully, the midline was where I was taking profit anyway. And so I couldn't have done this position in high leverage. Like I had to use some, let's say 10x leverage instead of 50x leverage because it wouldn't have allowed for, you know, for me to have a position like that open with that kind of risk management, right? And actually what's pretty interesting, if you look at this chart, and I don't want to get too in depth of how to explain, um, I don't want to get too in depth of how to explain like what this chart means, but here's what I will say to you is pink is 25x longs, red is 50x longs, and yellow is 100x longs. Okay? Now if you look in here and you see, what color do you see the most of? Do you see a lot of yellow in here? Not really. Maybe a little bit here, but you don't see a lot of yellow. Why is that? Because they always get wrecked. Look, yellow here, wrecked. Yellow here, wrecked. Yellow here, wrecked. Yellow here, wrecked. Right? Going on to 50x. Do you see a lot of red here? There's not a lot of red in here. There is some up here, but what just happened? They literally just got wrecked. Right? They're the people who just got wrecked right now, are all these 50x longers. Now let's look at the 25x long, which is pink. We can see that there is a lot of pink in here, right? So the people who did 25x long, starting even to here, had all this time to take profit. And if they didn't, of course, it's looking like they may also get, you know, liquidated. So yeah, I'm using this chart to show you that, you know, there's a reason why you're not seeing a lot of pink, or I'm sorry, yellow representing 100x longs or red representing 50x longs. There's a reason why you're not seeing a lot of that on this chart. Okay, it's because they get wrecked more often than not. Same can be said for the dark blue. This is 25x shorts. Light blue, 50x shorts, and this grayish color is 100x shorts. Okay, you don't see any of the gray in here. The blues got wrecked. The light blue got wrecked more than once right here specifically. But what do you see a lot of? You see a lot of dark blue, right? So typically 25x and under is a little bit more safe if you get a good entry than, you know, using higher leverage or anything beyond that. So that's worth just worth keeping in mind, right? This is a great visual representation of what you were asking me essentially, right? We have a little bit of time here. Like I said, in 5 minutes, I do want to take a look at the charts. I do want to take a look at the charts in like 5 minutes here. As this conference is about to start. I'm just curious to see like what they're going to say and what kind of a reaction on the chart we'll get. But for the next 5 minutes, I'll just take a very brief look at FTM. I was looking at this earlier today. For me, like my next macro short will probably be, you know, somewhere in this zone. My next like swing short, where I would expect some degree of like a larger retracement, because we can see here we have this sort of lower range, and I want to consider redrawing this range. I just feel like it's been, this lower half has been sort of, you know, worked on quite a bit in terms of like the deviations that we've had with it. But that, like I said, this area would kind of be my next macro swing short zone. I would have to kind of do a little bit more of an analysis. We could see there's a fair value gap here on FTM. There's also one here on FTM. So 2 areas to look at for support here and here. I would say this lower one would be a little bit more likely. But see, we broke out of here. We didn't really back test this daily. So, you know, maybe we could see a back test of this daily with then continuation to the upside or something like that. But generally speaking, like where are we on the charts for FTM? We are at the middle of the range, which is no place to take a swing trade. Okay, you take swings at the bottom of the range and the top of the range. Yes, I can link that for you. Man, I do want to like dive a little bit more into this here. Oof, yeah, look at that. BTC is just wiping out liquidity to the downside, just wiped out. Let's take a look. Yeah, we're sort of in that main zone that I was looking at, and it's right around when the news is going to come out. I would like just one more push down, maybe to start the hour. Yeah, I do want to get ready to take some trades here, potentially on BTC. Oh, gosh, what a cut. What a cut down, huh? My take profit too got front ran on Bitcoin by like $35. Man, hopefully we get it, huh? Let's see what's going on here. Oh, a lot of long stepping in here. Yeah, there's our alarm. Man, it would be great if we could get a good long entry off of this. Let's see what happens. Are you guys long or short, or what's everyone looking at here? Are any of you guys short right now, or looking for a long, or I don't know how many viewers here are in the Discord. Let's see. There was one guy here that I wanted to like get liquidated, and I don't know if he has yet. Let's look. There's one specific trader I wanted to get liquidated. It's this guy right here at 20.25k, so 20,250. It's almost a $300 million liquidation. I would love to just see this guy get wrecked. To me, that is like the move. That is like the long. It's right below here. I took a I just took a little bit of profit, a little bit more profit on my shorts. I was going to I had my take profit set at the bottom of the range here. So like right here. But I figured this is close enough. So I just took some profit in the event that this is a buy the news event and we do see like some degree of a move up. I decided to take a little bit of profit on that. It's up, my trade's up 200%, so why wouldn't I, right? Yeah, let's see what happens here. Yeah, it hasn't started yet. Yeah, lost the value area here. So what would be really, really great would be is if we could see one more move down to here, take out this low, take out the early longers here, consolidate into the weekly, into the daily close, and then back test this value area low at the daily open for then to reclaim and a move back up to the top. This would be prime. This is exactly what I'd love to see. And it kind of comes down right now. Like we're seeing a lot of people early long this right as the news is about to drop. This is exactly what I was talking about. So it's a buy the news event, right? Everyone's coming into long this already. Yeah. Man, I hope we get that one last push down. Otherwise, this is definitely a buy the news event where no one actually cares about what it says. Yeah, look at this. Damn. Damn. That sucks. Really would have liked to. Well, I'm glad I took profit at least. I would have loved to have longed this instead, but I wanted a little bit lower. Oh, look at that. Damn, man. Yep, buy the news. All right, they going to do this deal or what? Man, that sucks. I really wish I would have opened up along here. I knew this was going to be a buy the news event. I fucking just absolutely knew it. I just didn't get low enough. Damn. Watch this whole thing get retraced right as soon as it all comes out. Unreal. Yeah, look at that. Sweep the lows. Boom. Continuation to the upside. Man, that sucks. That totally sucks. Let's take out the early longers. Consolidate. Take them out. Just one more. One more push down. You gonna start this deal or what? Yeah, dude, that is so wild. I can't believe we didn't at least take out that that low. Let's see where buyers stepped in here. Yeah, buyers are stepping in like crazy. Running late to their own party. Take out the early longers. Come on, baby. Take them out. Send it down. Come on. Why am I not surprised that this is late? I mean, BTC hasn't really had a good rally yet. I think that, you know, once BTC gets a really nice rally going, wherever it decides to have an elonged sideways period of consolidation, that's usually when alts start to pop off. So like, if you take a look at, let's use it on here actually. Let's go to this macro chart, and if you look and ask yourself when in the cycle was alt season, alt season was in here. Right, so typically this is Bitcoin. Some stuff kind of pumps, right? This is Bitcoin, right? Dominance increasing. And then in this zone, this is when all of the alts start to pop off, typically starting with large caps like Bitcoin, or I'm sorry, Ethereum, and now, things like FTM, Solana, Matic, etc. Yeah, so I would say like when we finally get, maybe to a point where wherever price is going to decide to stall out and have sideways consolidation, that's when you would expect alts to really start popping off left and right. God, are they really not starting this yet? I wonder who's doing the announcement. Dude, BTC is just killing me right now if we do not get that second move down. There's just no way. Yeah. Dude, Deribit is just aping. Crazy, 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 crazy shit going on in the Deribit order book. What is going on? Is this like not working, or what's the deal? Is this link working for you guys at all, or are they really just running late? Yeah, look at that pump on LTC. It's already back up there. Unreal. Dude, this definitely looks like it's going to just pump out of here and just move on. It's exactly like what I was talking about. Anybody who shorted here on the way down, they were shorting because they're worried about what they're going to say here. Which basically makes them very easy targets to get liquidated, which is exactly what we're seeing right now. Let's pull it up. We can actually look at it on here. So here's the move down. Here's all the people shorting it. All of these bubbles on top here, the dark and light blues, the light and dark blues. And look at this. These guys already got liquidated here, right here. This guy is about to get liquidated here. So are these 100x shorters here going to get liquidated? All right, let's see if we now get that move down to.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Here
Thanks all for being here. Today, the Department of Justice has dealt a significant blow to the crypto crime ecosystem. Justice Department agents and prosecutors, working in partnership with the Treasury Department and French law enforcement, have disrupted BitLotto, a China-based cryptocurrency exchange notorious for laundering criminal proceeds from the dark net. And last night,
oh my God,
agents of the FBI arrested BitLotto's founder, Anatoly Legedimov. I am joined today by the Assistant Attorney General for the Criminal Division, Kenneth Polite, the United States Attorney for the Eastern District of New York, Breon Peace, FBI.
Yeah, look at this. They come out and make this announcement by something that no one really knows or gives a shit about. Meanwhile, like, you have FTX and all this other shit going on. 3AC, Luna, XYZ, right? And this is what they come out and talk about.
Who seek to exploit the cryptocurrency ecosystem on notice that the Department of Justice will use every tool, working along with our partners, every tool that we have to attack the criminal use of the dark net and cryptocurrency. And we are taking steps to address the crisis of confidence in the cryptocurrency markets, where criminals and fraudsters seek to operate beyond the reach of law enforcement. Malicious actors, working from what they think are safe havens, are exploiting crypto markets and flouting the laws and the regulations that guard the integrity of our financial system, and along with it, the earnings and investments of law-abiding Americans. It's no secret that cyber criminals rely on these bad actors to launder their criminal proceeds from cryptocurrency into fiat currency. But today, thanks to a coordinated international effort, Justice Department prosecutors and agents have disrupted a busy corner of this criminal ecosystem. Last night in Miami, FBI agents arrested Legadimov, a Russian national and the founder and majority owner of
just pumping
Bitslotto,
away.
a
Totally
Hong
called
Kong
it.
registered
By the news,
cryptocurrency
this was
exchange.
a total joke. I'm not even gonna finish.
The charges
watching
alleged.
It's a nothing event. It was just it got everyone really worried. Like I said, exactly like what I said. Got everybody worried here. They all shorted this move down, thinking that they're going to announce basically Bitcoin is banned and it'll never ever pump again. It's going to zero. What happens? All of those shorters get wrecked. And now from here, and I'm just going to close out the live stream on this because we covered our analysis on LTC and BTC. And by the way, guys, I'll also do a video shortly. Later today, I'll release a video that basically just reviews what we went over today in a more condensed manner, so you guys don't have to rewatch or skim through an hour plus long live stream. Okay, so do keep an eye out for that on my YouTube channel. But yeah, this is exactly like what I thought it would be. People shorting the news. Oh my God, they're going to announce Bitcoin's dead and going to zero. Psych, it's a nothing event that doesn't matter at all to anybody. No one gives a shit about it. And now we'll wreck all of those people. If we're lucky, we'll still get this move down. I really, really like this zone, and it's part of the reason why I didn't take this trade here. But, with that said, it's possible that I missed out on it too. Just timing wise, obviously it was a buy the news event. So, yeah. All right, guys. Well, you enjoy the rest of your day. Keep an eye out for that video that I will release later. And otherwise, I'll be in the Discord for the remainder of the day, at least up until market close, U.S. market close. So, all right, guys. We'll see you in the Discord.